get better about this fucking stopwatch thing, cause like, you know, let me.
Well, your screenshot's off. You need to turn the auto lock off. That way we know when to stop the episode.
Nah, it's just that like, you know, I keep letting the timer go, and then it's like, cool. 15 minutes later. All right, has it been 2 minutes? I don't remember when I started this one.
Yeah.
I need to do like the lap. There we go, like lap. Yeah, that doesn't help at all actually.
It just makes it worse.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, but anyway.
We'll get this down eventually.
Yeah. It's not a big of a deal. It's not. Oh no, my video wasn't 10 minutes long at least, or it's too long.
Oh no.
YouTube doesn't let you upload more than 12 minutes, you know.
YouTube doesn't monetize anything anymore unless you're Logan Paul.
Oh god.
Or Lil Tay or whatever.
Is Logan Paul the one who,
He's the one who filmed the dead body.
Oh god.
And then his dipshit brother is the other one.
The other one.
The other one.
I love how they've like kind of fallen off the face of like the earth though.
They have for a little bit, and it was solely because of that, Logan. I hate that I know so much about them, and I don't even like them.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like, I don't care, but it's all over like everything I use.
Like, I don't hate them. They're stupid. I was about to say they're stupid kids, but Logan's older than me, I think. They're
stupid, but like I don't hate them. I don't want them to like suffer.
Right, like I have nothing personally against them.
Yeah.
But
I don't like their content either, though.
I don't want them to be in my life as much as they seem to be.
Yeah. I wish I could use that on everyone. I was like, I just wish you weren't in my life.
As much as you seem to be.
Yeah, it's like people at work. It's like, get away from me.
Right.
Hell, man, this thing is Nincada, man. He's always been like one of the ugliest bug Pokemon.
He is the thing of nightmares.
Yeah, it's like, why is he so many different colors and his design is just scary?
He just looks like a cocoon with leaves sticking out of his back and like some horrifying green eyes.
He freaked me out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, dude, he's fucking terrifying.
What was like your big fears as a kid?
Oh god, water, darkness, other people.
Yeah. What would you say is like your biggest one though? What was the one that stood out the most?
When I was very young, like a small child in school, it was other people.
Yeah.
Other children scared me. Meeting new people scared me because like my dad had a lot of friends that like I always thought were scary looking. You know, so it was like no. But as I grew older, it was the dark.
Yeah.
And I still am actually afraid of the dark, believe it or not.
Are you afraid of like what's in the dark?
No.
Like, are you afraid of the potential of like someone breaking in like I am, or is it just the dark itself?
That's always been the distinction. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're not afraid of water, you're afraid of drowning. Oh, you're not afraid of heights, you're afraid of falling. Oh, you're not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in it.
Right.
I'm not afraid of what's in the dark because there's just this crazy shit out in the light. You know,
enough.
It's just like it's kind of like the irrational side of being afraid of the dark. It's like I'm just not into it. It's the same thing. Like with deep water, though. Yeah, that's I'm afraid of deep water as well, and that is specifically falling out of a boat and drowning.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was always, at least growing up, it was stuff that I shouldn't have been afraid of. Like, it was irrational fears completely. No. Well,
nobody should be afraid of clowns.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I had an issue with clowns, like, after that, the original It movie. That was only for, like, a week.
It's always it.
I don't have a problem with clowns anymore, really, now that I've grown older, but when I was younger, it was definitely stuff like being eaten alive.
That's a kink. People are into that.
In some circles, that is quite hot.
In some circles, people get off by being eaten.
Swallow. God. I mean, yeah, whatever, but it's like, for me, it was specifically being swallowed whole by a shark.
Yeah.
And it's irrational because I've only been near an ocean once in my life, and that was like when I was 13.
Was it the Gulf?
It was when I went out to Washington or whatever.
So
spent a cold
Pacific
day at the beach.
Ocean?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know fucking geometry or whatever the hell.
Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean is over by New York.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm an idiot.
You remember when I went to You remember when I went to Los Angeles for a little while?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bitch about the traffic because I could do that for an hour, but I will bitch about the fact that I didn't go to the ocean. Cause like I was right there. I was like, you know, close. I was in Anaheim and Los Angeles most of the time, and I was really close to the Pacific Ocean. I could have like probably drove for like 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. I don't know, but you know, I could have drove very little and been there. But I said I wasn't gonna bitch about the fucking like traffic, but the idea of getting back in my car and driving in that town scared the shit out of me.
I don't blame you, dude. That's the fears I have today as a grown-ass adult, is shit like traffic. Traffic scares the shit out of me depending upon the situation. And I feel like LA would be my worst nightmare considering I live in bumfuck nowhere, Arkansas.
Right. You know, like, no, but like, you went to Dallas, right?
Right. And that was terrible, but I feel like it's not the density of like LA, for example.
Oh yeah, no. Because like, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, you know, and I never drove there. Hell, you know, I only lived there for so long, but the point is, I remember the traffic. I remember sitting there for hours, you know, waiting and like watching people try to sell us fruit on the side of the road. That's something that really happens. You know, people think it's like a joke, but it's not. It actually happens.
No.
You know, maybe that's more widespread knowledge in places with people who have actually lived somewhere. Maybe it's just where I'm living now, where people don't know shit about anything other than their tiny little town.
Yeah.
But no, I could never live in another city, Los Angeles or Houston again. I just couldn't do it. Now, when I was coming back from Los Angeles and I got back into our town, I remember driving around. I'm like passing people all over the place. I'm like zooming and weaving in and out of traffic in like tiny little fucking, you know, gaps. And I'm just like, yeah, get out of the way, asshole. You know, I know how to drive in here now. Yeah, like I'm so fucking great at driving all of a sudden, and I still do it, but not in my car. If I'm using a nice car, all of a sudden I'm really good at driving again. But if I'm in my car, you know, I was like, ooh, I gotta take it slow. You know, I'm totally fine with messing up other people's cars, I guess. Man, I am getting fucked. I've all the storytelling like makes me forget to heal my Pokemon.
Dude, I've like blacked out the past 5 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, me too.
I've just
honestly
been thinking about like two things. One being eaten alive by a shark, and how I fucked up on saying geometry as opposed to like geology. Geometry. It's over there with the shapes and angles and such.
Did you ever play Geometry Wars?
I might have.
Me neither. I just wanted to bring up a game because we were talking about geometry.
Geometry Wars. Isn't that where you're like playing a triangle and you're shooting lasers at shit?
Sure.
Okay.
I think it's not a triangle, I know that. It's like it's a shooter, I know that. I didn't play it, I just wanted to bring it up because it was like geometry.
Right.
And you know what the actual reason was?
This is a good segue.
No, the actual reason was I didn't want to talk about actual geometry.
Another way to prove I'm an idiot. I flunked geometry twice.
I don't want to hear about it, okay? I flunked geometry 3 times.
We're idiots.
I don't know about idiots. Look, geometry, man.
We had to cheat our way through our senior year. We're fucking idiots.
Is it really cheating if the teacher says, here's the answer, just get the fuck out?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then it's just a handout.
Yeah, at least I have my diploma.
Are we just that annoying that they're like, get the fuck out of here?
I think, well, you know, like, it's not like we... Did you fail a grade, technically?
No.
Okay.
I passed every grade.
Technically, I failed the 10th grade. So on paper, I was a junior, or I can't remember what they had me as, but I was not a senior on paper when I was a senior. But since they wanted to get me out so bad, they're like, just have all the benefits of being a senior. Just promise us you will fucking graduate.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
I like how we're talking about our high school career.
Hey,
fucking
look,
hate using that term.
it's the only accomplishment I have.
Right.
God, that's sad.
This is the kind of entertainment where you can listen to on Jabberwocky Games. God, it's gonna take me forever to get that right.
I wanna come up with like a title for the for like the Let's Play part. Yeah, because I don't even like refer to myself as Jabberwocky Games on the actual videos.
I am the Jabberwocky Games.
That's just like the handle.
Yeah.
You know, like for everything else, it's like it's gonna be like title Jabberwocky. You know, it's not Jabberwocky Games because like I only put Jabberwocky Games, and so people will be like, oh, it's obviously a video game channel. You know, But I feel like on YouTube you could just like pull up any channel and like be like, oh, it's a video game channel. You know, doing something real original.
It's just the dance group, the Jabberwockies playing video games.
That was actually really annoying because I remember not Googling myself, but YouTube searching myself.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, let's see if my videos are starting to make it, you know, whenever you search my name.
And it's just a bunch of guys in white masks.
It's
and tracksuits doing cool dance moves.
It's one of three things. It's either that, it's the Jabberwocky from the Alice in Wonderland game, like Alice Madness Returns, or it is there's like a readings of the Jabberwocky poem.
There's a poem?
Yeah, that's where it came from. It's a nonsense poem.
It's nonsense.
It is. It's awful.
So is the Jabberwocky kind of like Cthulhu or something?
No, he's like a dragon. He's like he's like a dragon in the Alice world. Depending on like what you're playing or like what you're watching or reading, he's either like a kind of like an ambivalent sort of you know, creature who just kind of roams the world and everything, or he has like a more important role in the world. In Alice Madness Returns, because Alice is insane in that one, in that one, he's the reason Alice's parents died, or at least he's the reason in her psychosis, or psycho, her brain like personifies like the Jabberwocky as the reason her house burned down, but I think in the game it's actually like because of another reason. I'm not going to spoil it. I actually just remembered why her house burned down, but I'm not going to spoil it because, yeah, the game's old, but, you know, people still play it, you know?
Right.
No spoilers for games that are over like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. We don't do that here. By the way, Aerith dies in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh no.
Yeah. But
there's a butt ton of games that I haven't played. Final Fantasy, I've never played any of the Alice in Wonderland games.
I mean, there's only 2 if you're not counting like the Alice in Wonderland Tim Burton movie game.
Right.
And that movie sucks.
Dog shit.